struggling to deal with the points that I was raising, my man Xvault resorted to insults, which again, we expect on Twitter, right? But Xvault called me a nonce.
See, now I want to reflect on this situation, right? Because I used to do edgy content. A lot of the OGs know. A lot of it came from the online banter of how I grew up playing video gaming as a child. So, I thought it was acceptable, to do that in videos. And then you realize, bro, as you get older, it's like, bro, what are we doing? But what I find so funny about this is the fact that you're essentially calling him a PDOF, right? Now, mind you, I'd rather have you say you don't like my father, my family, my brother, whatever the case is, then because most people can sit there and look at it like, hey, man, what is your problem? But when you're out here putting these type of allegations in this community and you know how people work, oh, yeah, that's what he is. He's a nonce. You know what people are going to do, even if it's not true. I'd rather have you insult my appearance than to call me something like that, man. I mean, I'd rather have you talk about my complexion and how I look or how I am as a man or whatever you wanted to do, okay? But when you want to accuse people and you know how this community works, how they go with false allegations. I mean, guys, clearly I'm an Xbox fanboy, even though I got a PS5 controller in my hand. I think that's where it becomes ridiculous, man. Ain't this the same dude that was defending MBG talking about how, people is impacting his family? You out here, you don't know how this can impact his family. You don't know how people are going to view this from this point going forward after what you called him. You know what I'm saying? Because this is going to reflect off him. People are going to go off that. They're going to go based off what you said, which is running this narrative, because that's all you PlayStation fanboys do is run narratives. And I get it. I used to do edgy content, but I think a lot of people was familiar with that. A lot of people knew that I wasn't really being serious, even though it could be taken as that, which is fine. But I get viewed. See, keyword, I get viewed as that person. But when you sit there and you throw out things and insults like this, the person that's reflecting on this is the person that you accused of it. You get what I'm saying? Y'all like games. I see where you coming from. See, that right there is where it's different for me. And I know you guys probably love the way I explain things because I'm telling you, I know how this is. I have been falsely accused in this community. A lot of the OGs know based off what happened, not trying to bring up old news. And look what happened. I've had people accuse me of doing all these other things, which we all know wasn't true. Okay? It's ridiculous, man. Like, I mean, come on, bro. This is about video gaming, and this is what you're going to call somebody? Really?
Now, if you don't know what a nonce is, it's the worst possible thing you can call someone in the UK. This is what nonce means.
Wow.
So, when you call someone a nonce, you're calling someone a PDF. You're calling someone
And what's crazy is that, this dude has children, man, and, like, that can really hit home with somebody, bro. Like I said, bro, I'd rather have somebody insult me. I don't care. Insult my family. I don't care, bro. But when it comes down to this, bro, because people can look at you and say, what you said was wrong, okay? So essentially what you're doing is that you're propagating fake drama in this community to have people in this community call him a PDF. That's what it is. That's why you said it, Xvault Gaming. And to be honest, that to me is unacceptable. Y'all like Gamester, but you used to do edgy content. But guess who gets the backlash? I do. Okay? You're essentially taking all the backlash and throwing it on to him, right? Like I said. And people could be like, is this true? I don't know what's going on here. Is this... That to me, I can't respect. Okay? If you can stand on... I don't care what you say as a man. I really don't. But if you can sit there and stand on it, there's got to be some form of humility in that. Because you're going to take the heat for whatever you say. But when you sit there and you try to project and you say things like this, then essentially what you're doing is you're trying to label that negativity on him to build an image on a person that doesn't even exist. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that, man. I'm going to be honest, man. And this is coming from a person that used to do edgy content in this community. And I'm telling you, even I'm not getting down with this. Okay? Say whatever you want. But people can sit there and say, well, he's being edgy. There's nothing edgy about this, bro. You're essentially trying to denounce and put him down as a character to essentially say that these are the type of things that he's doing in his day-to-day life. Okay? This ain't even online banter now at this point. What you said is worse than what I've ever said in this community because guess what? I get the backlash. Okay, you're gonna have people in his comment section saying, "Is that true?" Because Xvault said this about you, and then he gotta retort that and be like, "No, that is not true." Okay, I have people calling me a what is it, an Xbox fanboy, even though I've been live streaming on PlayStation 5 more than I've been on Xbox. But like I said, people can look past that. But when you go as far to disrespect a man's character in that manner, that's when I'm gonna have to call you out. Hold on, what does this dude got to do anything with this video, man? Hold on, we'll get to you next. Sorry, guys, about that. I like how Dreamcast guy found a way to get into this video. But let's continue.
Admitting to be like a 5-year-old, just throwing around words that he doesn't know what they mean, right? But when you, right, let's just say, for the sake of this argument, he's telling the truth, and he didn't know what nonce meant. Let's just assume he thought it meant something else. When you find out that you've inadvertently called someone that, with all, that publicly, you've called someone a PDF. You've called someone a child, right? What should be your first response to finding out that?
I'm sorry.
You can imagine that any decent human being would immediately apologize. We're just having a conversation about gaming over here, right? We have different opinions, Xvault. You've calling me a nonce means something that is horrible, something that is the worst thing possible you can call someone. And Xvault's immediate reaction wasn't to apologize to me, wasn't to try and make it right. No, told me something else entirely.
And the funny thing is, now I don't know where Xvault is from. I don't know if he's from the UK, but if he is, there's no way he did not know what it was. And like I said, man, Xvault, like I said, man, it is what it is, bro. If you wanted to say it to be edgy, whatever, I guess. But at the same time, bro, you know how this community works. People are going to run with allegations. They're going to run with accusations. And like I said, man, all this is only going to reflect on him as a character. Like, if you wanted to sit there and insult him and say whatever, even if you wanted to go as far to attack or address his family, I'm telling you, I would rather have somebody do that. Because you know why? Because then it reflects off his character and not him. You said something to reflect on his own personal character. Okay? That is what I find ridiculous. See, I don't know if people really getting what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I've dealt with people that be falsely accusing with people, and I'm telling you that is the worst thing you would ever want to happen to you, bro. Okay? People would essentially believe it. Matter of fact, I think there was a documentary that I seen where a woman essentially blamed a guy for doing, not this type of behavior, but something, I don't want to touch on these subjects, but something that she said he did and he never did, and people still label him that. All because of, even though it was a lie, they found out that he was telling the truth. The woman came out and said, oh no, he never said it. And guess what? They still think that about him, regardless. Just because of the reputation or whatever happened at that time. That's why I'm telling you that is a lot lower than you guys want to imagine. Okay? Y'all like probably dang games. I see where you're coming from. I see what you're saying, because even if he did went as far as to attack his family, which in some cases kind of did, by saying that, because you're attacking his character and he has children. So which also, if you're calling him that, what do you think, where you're going to allude this to, right? So I think people are starting to understand where I'm coming from, but it's just like, dude, like, I don't know what he trying to do. Was he trying to be edgy? He's not a hardcore gamer. He didn't even grow up playing gaming the way I did. Okay. And like I said, man, and I want to reflect off this because I used to be edgy. Y'all know, the OGs know, you know what I'm saying? The online banter, when I played games like Gears of War, SOCOM, there was no hold bars. You know what I mean? There was a different gaming time period back then. And I tried to insert that with my videos, a while back. And like I said, I tell people, a lot of people, that's not what they're doing anymore. It is what it is, bro. It's just a time frame of what people used to do. But even then, we would insult. We would say some of the most hurtful things. But we wouldn't go as far to accuse people of things that they're not doing. Like, does that make sense? We'll say some of the most hurtful things in the world, whatever, family, race, whatever have you, But we would never go as far to accuse someone. This is crazy. Like, imagine back in the early 2000s of SOCOM that what this man did was unacceptable. So in comparison to everything else that I've heard, especially now with social media, because now people can run with it. You publicly posted it and said it about him, Now, I think most people know that it's not true. Well, I would hope or assume so. But like I said, it's the accusation that is the insult to me. You get what I'm saying? That's what people don't understand. It's not even the insult. Because he don't have to sit there and stand and say, no, I know, he knows he's not that. But it's the fact that other people might say it. Okay? It's the fact that other people might run with it. It's the fact that he has to deal with the repercussions of what you said. Like I said before, even if you addressed his family, okay? It's like, okay, you said that about my family, whatever. Okay, edgy content, and that's what you want to do. Okay, cool. But that reflects your character. You said something to reflect his own character. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I keep reiterating because I really want people to understand how I'm talking. You said something to essentially destroy his character. And that I cannot stand for as a man, bro. Because that's something that that's something you see a lot of females do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You don't really see that coming from a lot of masculine men. I mean, we might say some hurtful stuff. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, that's how I grew up. I mean, I'm from that era where, you know, certain things that we used to say, you can't really say anymore. But like I said, that would be considered the edgy stuff, right? But our character was being impacted, not the other person. Do you get what I'm saying? People can look at you and say, why would you say that? You know, they'll point the finger and they'll blame at you. They wouldn't blame the person that you said it to. They will blame you for it. But when you sit there and you say these things like PDF, right, of what he's doing, or what you believe he's doing, or whatever the case is, that means you try to destroy his character. You try to have people go on a bandwagon and say, oh, that's what Sir Brovian's doing. He's probably doing what everybody else. Like, bro, I'm telling you, man, like, I would rather be called a racial slur than to be called that. I've even said you could attack my family, bro, because then I can laugh at you and say that's ridiculous. I would rather have you do that. Talk about how, you know, your mama this and your daddy that, and, you know, and go there. Go there if you want. But don't sit there and accuse or label me something that I'm not, okay? Because you're trying to make him look bad in this community, bro. That's the problem. And I don't like that. I don't, man. But like I said, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. Like I said, and for anybody that I used to offend with the edgy content, I apologize. But I don't even think I went as far to do all that. Because at least my character could be, you know, out there for question, you know. And I really felt that it was necessary for me to chime in because I want people to understand the differences as to what goes on. You know what I mean? I mean, I get it. I mean, I've had people insult me, talk. I mean, matter of fact, even in my own live stream, people are talking about people's families and stuff. But we already know it's his character, you know? But once the accusations come out and you're trying to label somebody and you're trying to have people run with it, yeah, bro, I'm not with that, man. Because I've actually been accused in this community a long time ago. And people, the OGs know, and that was very unacceptable that I had to deal with that. All because somebody wanted to falsely misinterpret something just to fit their own agenda. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. Shout out to Sir Brovian for this video. I really think this needed to be brought up to people's attention because I do have noticed that people, they get personal. That's probably why I used to get personal because people used to do it to me all the time. So I was like, well, they want to do it to me, I'll do it back to them, right? I guess I'm that kind of person, okay? Now I don't really want to engage in that type of stuff anymore. I'm trying to keep things chill. This is just video games. I'm getting older. Like I said, whatever I went through and grew up in the past, those are things that I can cherish. I love those times. But hey, these are things that are just not really predominant now, you know? So hey, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. Hopefully I, you know, made you guys understand as to what's going on here. But yeah, Xvault, I mean, I think you should apologize for what you said. Like I said, take care. Peace out.